Hello! Today I thought it would be fun to show you my favorite records because, well, basically I really want, like, from this year onwards, I really want to focus on focus on it, really, you know, like, I just want to pay more attention to actually not doing any makeup related videos on Saturday because, you know, I have a lot of hobbies and makeup is just one of them. It's a big hobby, but it's just one of my hobbies and, you know, I want to show you more of the stuff I enjoy in daily life. So yeah, I decided to just really make sure that I don't do, like, you know, makeup collection things on Saturdays anymore. But yeah, point is, in the past I did already do a horror movie DVD favorites video. And another favorites video of my other favorite DVDs. Because of course the horror ones needed a separate video because I just love horror. But yeah, so I figured I might as well also do a favorite records video. Simply because I don't really collect records, I just happen to really like them, and so I continue to buy more and more of them, but I'm not the type of person who wants a complete collection of one artist or anything. I just happen to buy what I like. I think I'll also somewhere in the future do a video on my favorite books. But I still have to figure out how I'm going to do that, because most of my favorite books are by the same author. So yeah, but point is, the favorite records. These aren't in any specific order of how much I like them. I just sort of categorize them in weird categories that make sense to me. And there's a bug on my lens, damn it. Point is, yeah, so basically I'll just start with the top of the pile. So I actually went shopping this morning and I bought two records, because of course I did. Yeah, basically I do have the feeling, by the way, that like they were never very expensive, even the second-hand ones. But when I'm filming this, it is actually Sunday now. Sunday, yep. And last Monday David Bowie actually died, which is a very sad thing. But yeah, the point is, I do have a feeling that they did sort of make the prices a bit higher now. But still, I couldn't help myself and I bought two more David Bowie records. One of which is this one, which I actually mainly bought because of the photos, and it has unreleased demos of between 1966 and 1970. So yeah, I still have to listen to it. Didn't do that yet because I came home and then started filming this before it got too dark. But yeah, I just really like the photos on it, and what's really cool about it is that the photos are also actually on the vinyl, which I had personally never seen before, and think it looks really awesome. So yeah. Then on to some favorite albums that are more towards the hard rock side. Yeah, first one is In the Heat of the Night by Pat Benatar, which is rock music, and I'm horrible at describing things, but it's rock music, but it's really feminine, and yeah, I actually love this since high school, like seriously. And yes, I was in high school in like the beginning of the 21st century, so of course I loved stuff from, how old is it? 1979, yeah. I'm not very good with numbers. Point is, yeah, back then I already, back when I was in high school in the beginning of the 21st century, I already loved this. And yeah, I still love the music. And so when I saw this record, I decided to buy it. Also, it was only €2.50, which also helped. But I actually like all the numbers on the records. Yeah, so basically I don't quite understand why it was this cheap. I think it might be because the cardboard is sort of, well, not even extremely damaged, just slightly damaged, but yeah, you won't hear me complaining. It was cheap and I love it. Then the next favorite is this one. This is, Perfect Timing by Macaulay Schenker Group, which is hard rock, and it's from some time that I have no idea what time, because it doesn't say a year on the back. But yeah, I think it's from the 80s, and it's just really cool music, and I just like the photo on the front of the cardboard thing. And yeah, I also, by the way, really like to listen to hard rock music while doing fitness. I'm not sure why. I think it's just because it makes me feel active. And my phone is telling me that I should put it in the battery charger. Point is, yeah, it just makes me feel really active, and I just love to listen to records, like hard rock records, while listening or while doing fitness. Blah. My phone distracted me, that's not fair. Next favorite is this one. This is Under Lock and Key by Dokken, also hard rock, just like the last one, and I also specifically love to listen to this while doing fitness. It also has 10 fun songs. This one was only €10, also very cheap. These were all, like, obviously pre-owned and everything. Yeah, so, but what I love personally, what I love about buying them at an actual record store is that at least you know that you're actually getting the right record in the right piece of cardboard. and that they all actually work, while I always feel if you buy them at like a very cheap marketplace or something, I'm always sort of worried that it won't actually contain the record it says it contains, or that the record will be just so damaged that it won't actually play. And yeah, I've never had that at where I buy them, at Plaatboef in Rotterdam, which is probably not very useful for anyone who doesn't live in Rotterdam, but yeah. And yeah, next favorite is this one. This is I'm Nearly Famous by Cliff Richard, which is actually one that I didn't buy myself. I actually borrowed it from my mother without asking, but she knows I have it, so yeah. Basically I just stole it from her with permission. But yeah, this is basically one of the first records I ever listened to as a child. I mean, I'm from the 90s, so you know, records were actually from quite before my time. But my parents still had an old record player. I actually have that record player now because they bought a new one. And yeah, so obviously I just listened to the records that my mom already had because I didn't buy them myself yet. But yeah, this was one of my favorites. I just like the photo, it just looks very dreamy, and I just like the songs. And yeah, this is just one of those records I like to listen to on a lazy morning, basically. Then on to the category of singles. I have exactly 2 singles. That's it. And I barely ever buy singles simply because there's only one song on it and I'm too lazy to keep switching the records. So yeah. But yeah, one of them is this one. I actually bought this because I really like the picture on the front, because he's actually smiling on this picture. It's Absolute Beginners by David Bowie, by the way. And I also like the song Absolute Beginner, so yeah. It did take me about 10 minutes to figure out how to put my record player into like the faster turning mode, because otherwise it would play it in slow motion, which sounds really weird. But yeah, that only took me 10 minutes. It took me 2 years to figure out how my last camera could autofocus, so I'm getting better with technology. Yeah. The next favorite is this one. This is the extended dance version of the song Underground from the movie Labyrinth. And yeah, basically, did I already say that, by the way? Yeah, I think like Labyrinth was like the first David Bowie thing that I ever watched. Like seriously, honestly, this is gonna sound pretty stupid, but like a little over a year ago I didn't even really knew David Bowie existed, but I checked it back on the website where I ordered the DVD. And I watched the DVD for the first time somewhere before Christmas in 2014. Yeah. And ever since then I actually started looking up music by David Bowie on YouTube and everything. Then I realized, hey, it's really, really cool. And then I started buying records, and yeah, that's how that happened. But it all started with the movie that this goes with. It's not the actual, what's it called, like actual soundtrack, the official soundtrack, because I haven't yet encountered that, because, yeah, you know, I don't actively look for things, I just happen to occasionally randomly find things at the record store. And yeah, but I just saw this photo and I was like, hey, I need to have that, so it's really cool, and yep. And then on to the last 3 favorites. These are actually like 2 pieces of vinyl and 1 piece of cardboard. But this is basically, this is Nothing Has Changed, the very best of David Bowie, which is basically just a collection of all his best songs up until 2013, I think. Well, it's 2014. Yeah, it's 2014, but his newest record was like out in 2000. Well, not the newest, but the newest before the last. Was out in 2013, but there's no numbers from that on here, and yeah. I don't know, point is, it contains a lot of his famous numbers. Most famous numbers, 20 of them actually. And yeah, personally, like I said, I'm not much of a collector, I just happen to buy what I like, so I think like this was like 40 euros, but I think it's definitely worth its money. Because now I don't have to buy a gazillion, you know, actual old albums just to have the same numbers on the records. Because these are the songs I like the most anyway, so now I just have them on one record, which is, you know, sort of cheaper than having to buy all the separate albums. Yep. And then the second to last favorite was the second to last album by David Bowie, which was The Next Day. And yeah, this is from 2013, and like I said, I didn't realize this existed until 2015, honestly. But I happened to actually I didn't even know it existed until I happened to see it at the record store. And I was like, hey, that's new, huh? So I bought it and I actually like it, which is a rare thing, because it's usually with, I don't know, it's usually like with music or musicians of which I like the old music. I don't particularly like the new stuff, but his work just still was amazing, so yeah. Still glad I bought this, even though it was also a little bit more expensive than I actually would have liked to spend on that day of shopping, but that is usually how shopping goes with me. And then the last one, of which I'm seriously really glad that I already pre-ordered it before it actually came out, is Black Star by David Bowie, which is obviously his last record because he died, so yeah. And yeah, just knowing that he like already knew he was ill when he like wrote these songs and recorded it, it does actually make them, I don't know, it's like, it makes them sort of strangely fascinating, something, yeah, it just makes them, it just gives them more depth, I guess, yeah. But yeah, I'm really glad I already pre-ordered this before he died, obviously, because I actually got the, I hope you can see it, the see-through, it's clear vinyl, which was a limited edition. This is, by the way, I bought this on the actual website of David Bowie, and not in the record store nearby, because I emailed them and they said they weren't sure if they were going to get the limited edition, and I really wanted the limited edition. So I ordered it, and yeah, I'm not the type of person who likes to order records online, because I'm always sort of paranoid that they'll get destroyed in the mail. So yeah, I prefer to actually go to a store and then just be responsible myself for getting them back to my house in one piece. But yeah, obviously I did order this one and it arrived just fine. So yeah. So those are all my favorite records. Yeah, I mean obviously everyone has favorite music, so you know, if you want to tell me what your favorite music is, then I'd love to hear, because you know, I also like to listen to new stuff or new old stuff, or you know, stuff that's new to me at least. So yeah, anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching this. Thank you very much for watching and see you next time. Bye! Hello! Today it was finally time to change my root piercing. I could actually change it like a month ago. It was healed back then already, but I finally got the courage to change it.